Okay. All right. No problem. If you've not been able to do yours, no problem. But if you've been able to do yours, bravo. If you've not been able to do yours, we have we have 1 week holiday next week. So don't worry. You are going to be able to just try and make good use of the holiday, right? So you have 1 week holiday, which means no class next week. You can take the time to, catch up on all we've done before your next tutor comes on board. But generally, do you have any question regarding what we did in the last class? Like you were trying to do it and then you encountered an issue, or you were somebody has missed 5 classes. Okay, I'm speechless. Just try to catch up. You have 1 week holiday. Oh, Promise said his laptop or her laptop went bad. So sorry. Okay, let me see. Okay. Someone says after, let me try to read the message again. Okay, I have a question concerning last week's practical walkthrough. It was actually this week on Tuesday. Okay, after connecting to different networks, I tried to access a web page from one network from another network, but it did not connect. Hostname unresolved was the message it kept giving me. Okay, Femi, if you were in the last class, then you would be aware that at some point I said Packet Tracer has different versions, right? And if you were using the other version, it means you would need to configure every end device with the IP address of your DNS server. But for we that are using the newer version, right, we don't need to do that, which means all we have to do is configure the DNS server, and then we can go to any device that is connected to the local network where the server is, and we can actually connect to that server without configuring those devices. And then I said, but if your own is the older version of Packet Tracer, it means yours cannot do that, which means when you try to access the web browser or web page of the server from any device, probably the laptop or PC, it's going to tell you host name unresolved, which means you have to configure it yourself. And then I showed us that you would go to config, and then there's a part where it shows you IPv4. Under IPv4 configurations, you're going to see for default gateway, you're going to see for DNS server. So all you have to do is configure the one for DNS server to be able to communicate with that particular server. So Femi, if you were not in the last class, I would actually advise you to go back and watch the recording, because me saying it now, I know you might not really understand what I'm saying, but those that were in the class would actually understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. Israel is asking, how will Wireshark be downloaded? Okay. So you're not really downloading it yourself because it's one of the tools that comes pre-installed in Kali Linux. So all you have to do is download Kali Linux and automatically you have Wireshark. Let me see. Okay. All right. I really need to take advantage of this break. Yes, Precious, you should take advantage of the break and catch up. Velafi is asking how pivotal is Packet Tracer for our career path. If you're considering network security, then yes, you need Packet Tracer, because sometimes you might not have access to a data center or any of these sophisticated places where you can go to see how devices communicate, right? How you can do it from your own home is through Packet Tracer, your home lab. Yeah. So you haven't connected with me on LinkedIn. Okay, so sorry, I'll check. Uh I had issues with the last class. Would let me log the chat to I will answer everybody now. Hold on. I had issues with the last class during the practical section. I don't know the issue you had. I don't know how to help you with the issue you have. So your question is incomplete. Oh, so sorry, Solomon. Please try to catch up as soon as you can, because the more we move, the more it gets tougher. Um, thank you. Are we working with Wireshark today? The answer is yes. So we are done with Packet Tracer. We're going to work with Wireshark today. I was lost from Linux commands. Abi, did I see that right? I was lost like from Linux basics. Ah, me, I don't even know how to help you like this. So if you've been lost since Linux basics, I don't know how to help you. Kosi Sochiko says she doesn't have a laptop. I know there are so many people like that here. And as I would always, or like I would always say, just try to, follow up with classes. And then when you get a device, you can be able to practice these things. But just come to class and pay attention. Cybernath said, I did mine and they were all connected, but upon pinging, 100% were lost. It means they were not connected. It means they could not communicate. You can try checking the configuration again, probably the IP addresses that you assigned, or you can try checking the cable or the ports. If you didn't do that automatic cabling, try checking if it's the cable or the ports. But something definitely was wrong. That's why it couldn't communicate. Okay. My Cisco packet tracer doesn't highlight name of device when I use the pointer. I don't know why. You have to use the pointer and then type before it can be able to, highlight it for you. Okay. Is it compulsory we use CLI? Just asking because I found a way to run it manually. If you found a way to run it manually, that's perfect. Do it. But for the sake of everyone's learning, that was why I had to use CLI. Okay. Miss Favor, while doing it that day, all the package were unsuccessful. It's all rejected, even the one I pinged to. But then the connections were showing green. Okay, now when you are trying to configure router to switches, that's the only place it will show you red, right? If it's not connected, and then to now start showing you green if it's connected. But when you're trying to configure from end devices, probably PCs, laptops to switches, automatically it's going to show you green because you've added cable, right? But you can still get the configuration wrong. That's why you ping to be sure they can communicate. So just go through, try going through the class again. This time, probably were too fast in the class. That's why you couldn't, really follow up. But just try visiting the recording again and move at your own pace. Make sure you are doing the configurations right this time around. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's proceed with what we have for today. So today we are going to be using, let me share my screen. Okay. Today we are going to be using Wireshark, like I said, and this is our practical walkthrough. So if you already, if you go to your LMS, this walkthrough is already available. And like I explained in our other class, I don't know, some of us might have missed the class or we don't even remember, but I said Wireshark is a packet sniffing tool, which means it can just be eavesdropping on everything going on in the network without directly interacting, right? So it will just be capturing whatever that is going on, decoding the information, but it cannot change or rather modify what is going on, the conversation. And I gave an example that when you are in a room and people are trying to like talk, you can just be there listening, but you cannot participate in the conversation. Why? Because they did not invite you. And another reason is because you are eavesdropping, right? It's not something that is really, really right. Listening to other people's conversation when they don't know you're listening to their conversation. Do we understand? So Wireshark is the same thing. So Wireshark can actually capture everything going on in your network, but it cannot modify anything. Its own is to just be listening, just like a CCTV. Yes, let me use a CCTV. A CCTV can just be monitoring everything going on, just capture everything that is happening. even if a robbery is taking place, right? Unless it is configured in your CCTV that, oh, when you notice suspicious activity, log like a complaint, or rather log log an alert. Yes, unless it is configured, like to do that, your the job of your CCTV is to just capture. So even if a robbery is taking place, a murder is taking place, like they killed someone or anything at all, it will not make any noise. Its own is to just be capturing everything. Same thing with Wireshark. You could be getting breached and Wireshark will not alert you. Its own is to just be capturing everything. It's you with your own knowledge, your own expertise, your own understanding. You are the one that will trace the evidence and know what went wrong, how it went wrong, and when it went wrong. Are we good? So you can also use Wireshark to decode protocols at multiple layers of the OSI model. Wireshark enables users to capture packets, inspect, and deeply analyze network traffic in real time, which means you can be capturing it as it's happening and you can be analyzing it that same time, right? So it's both proactive and reactive, yes. So it's both a proactive measure and a reactive measure. So which people, rather, what groups use Wireshark? We have the network administrator, right? And they use it to monitor network flow and swiftly resolve connectivity or performance problems. Then we have ethical hackers and cybersecurity analysts. And what do they use it for? Wireshark helps them to uncover security threats, vulnerabilities, and understanding malicious traffic patterns, right? And then also it can be used by IT professionals and students, which means it serves as a learning platform for grasping complex network protocols and the intricacies of packet analysis, right? So for people that want to go into SOC, you would need to really understand Wireshark a lot. For those that want to go into ethical hacking, GRC, cloud, hey, you need Wireshark actually. Most especially for ethical hackers, because I've participated in some CTFs where we had to, analyze packets, right, to find like a flag or to find the next step. And if you don't have any idea of Wireshark, you might not be able to, participate in some CTFs, hackathons, and all that. So yes, you need to understand Wireshark. Then Wireshark is not an IDS. It's not an intrusion detection system. I believe we all know what IDS is. Do we know what IDS is? Okay. Okay. If you don't know what IDS is, send me that open mouth emoji. Send me the open mouth. So there are some people that actually come to this class but don't listen. Because what am I really seeing open mouth? I said, send me open mouth, and people are really sending me open mouth. You're really sending me the emoji. Wow, look at the crowd sending me the emoji. Or are we just catching cruise now? So you guys don't understand what IDS is. Okay. IDS stands for intrusion detection system, for the sake of this class. Ordinarily, I will not explain what IDS is again because I know I've said it countless times, but for the sake of this class, I don't want us to, start going forward, backward. I'm going to explain it. Go back to your previous recording. Me, I know why I'm saying it too. Okay. So IDS is an intrusion detection system, and it's a defense mechanism that companies can use to, protect their network against threats. So how IDS works is that it will be monitoring all your network, or rather monitoring everything that is going on in your environment. Then when it notices any malicious activity or any irregular patterns, it will alert you automatically. Immediately it will alert you. And a typical example of this is like you asking a child that, oh, go to the junction. And then when you see anybody that looks like a soldier or anybody that looks like a policeman, come and tell me, right? So the child is just on the road, watching and seeing if he or she would spot anybody wearing armed forces uniform, probably army, the police, federal safety, anyone at all. And then when it spots any of their uniform, automatically he or she will not interact, or the child is not supposed to interact with that particular person. It's just to come back and tell you. That's what IDS does. When it notices anything malicious or any suspicious activity, automatically to come and tell you that, oh, I saw so and so thing somewhere, we'll go and check it out. So that's what IDS does. And I just finished explaining what IDS is. So who are those still sending me this emoji? Who are those still sending me this emoji? Okay. Wireshark is not an IDS, which means it's not, Wireshark does not let you know when something is wrong, right? And like I said before, it requires your own understanding, your own expertise to be able to solve, or rather find problems. So it allows, Wireshark allows analysts to discover and investigate the packets in depth. It also doesn't modify packets, it reads them, hence detecting any anomaly or network problem highly relies on the analyst's knowledge and investigation skills. You are not trying to understand every packet. The trick is learning how to ask better questions. For example, what conversation am I looking for? Like, what exactly am I looking for? You know, you can't be looking for everything at the same time, right? What should normal look like? So for you, what should normal look like? So when you see something abnormal, you would know that, oh, this thing actually looks abnormal. There's something going on here. Let me investigate further. And then what stands out as strange? For those of us that like watching American movies, not just American movies too, but then movies where they are like investigating a crime, or, and they have no lead, no clue, absolutely no clue. What would they do? They'll start following patterns, or start following irregularities. Oh, this person left, okay, so the person lodged into a hotel, and then the receptionist is telling you that, oh, the person left around 10 p.m. But then around 10 p.m., you're checking the CCTV camera, but you're seeing the person's car there, which means that receptionist lied. That is already a lead for you. You now have to investigate, probe further to know why that receptionist lied, what he or she lied about, what he or she knows. You start asking some questions. So you have to first pick something, and then you dive deeper into that particular thing you picked. Then from there, you now start moving to other directions. Are we understanding? Don't worry, when we get when we get when we start looking at it more in depthly, you understand. So like I said, you are not trying to, catch everything or understand everything at the same time. You pick one thing, and then you start your investigation from there. For example, you're trying to investigate theft. You're trying to investigate somebody stole something, and you're trying to investigate, right? You are going through the CCTV camera. You're not there to look at everything that happened that day. Your attention, what you are fixated on, is when did this person steal? So even if you are monitoring other activities, or you are looking through other activities, your focus is to find the exact point that the person started stealing, or to pinpoint that exact moment the person stole. Are we good? Are we good? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Okay. So at this point, please open your Kali. Open your Kali. Let's Okay. Ah. Okay. So our Shak opened. Sorry, is our Kali opened? All right. So let's open Wireshark. Trying to do something. So sorry. So go to, if you see your Kali interface, you'll see one icon that looks like the Kali dragon here at the top left corner. Can we all see it? Look at the top left corner. Can you see this icon that has applications here? Click on it. When you click on it, okay. What's the problem? I'm just trying to introduce us to the interface before I move ahead. So what's the problem? See, if people abuse this emoji today, I'm just going to ignore it, and it's going to affect everybody, because when I ignore it, Wireshark is not easy. So I need that particular, I need you to use that emoji when it is necessary. So I would know when to, come back, slow down, and all that. If you abuse it, it's going to affect all of us. I'm just saying it now so you are aware. Okay. So now, have you clicked on this icon here? Are you seeing this? I believe you are. Search for Wireshark. You see the search tab is already, or rather the search option is already showing. So just type Wireshark here. You're going to see this first one that is looking blue. Are you seeing the blue one? Can you see the blue one? Okay, good. Okay. Click on it. Thank you. So click on it. And this is what you're going to see. Now you can see that there are different icons here. There are so many icons here, right? You might not know what they mean because you are new to Wireshark. So it's understandable, and you've not used it often, or rather, you are not new to it, but you've not actually used it often, so you don't really know how it works. That is understandable too. I added a cheat sheet for this reason. So when you come across something you don't understand, you can easily go to the cheat sheet to, check for the definition. Hold on, let me try to bring this down. Okay. So when you come here, I believe this is also on your LMS. Can you confirm if this document is on your LMS? What's the problem? I'm opening the chat. What's the problem? Hold on, I've not opened it, but I want to open it. What's the problem? Kali is not starting. Hey, why is your Kali not starting? Okay. Oh yeah, fine. Oh yeah, let's calm down. Let's calm down. I'm going to turn off my Kali. I will turn it off, then turn it on again. It seems it's because I didn't turn it on with you guys. That's why we are having. But those of you saying it's not on your LMS, hold on, let me check, because I know I saw it earlier. Hold on, let me see. This is your LMS. Let me refresh again. I saw it earlier, so sorry, my throat is dry. Sorry, let me drink water. Am I allowed to drink water? Please, I want to drink water. Okay, so this is your LMS, and when you come to week two, week 5, class 2, you can see your practical walkthrough, which is the walkthrough we are using. You can see additional resources. You can see the cheat sheets. So those of you saying the cheat sheet is not on your LMS, I don't know. I don't know what the problem could be. I honestly do not know, but it's supposed to be on your LMS. So just try refreshing your browser again and see if it comes up. Okay, I've turned off my Calio. Can we proceed? I want to turn it on now. Can I turn it on? I'm turning it on. Oh. Please turn on your own in case your own is off. And for the guy that said his Kali is not opening no more, I really don't know why that is happening at this point, but definitely something is wrong. You can just listen to the class, and then when yours comes up, you'll be catching up instead of going through everything again. Okay, it's coming up. Hold on, let me see something. Seeing a lot of I'm seeing a lot of comments in the Q&A. What's going on here? I've been trying to join the Prince is saying he's been trying to join the community. I'm sorry, which community is Prince talking about? Is it the general community or which other one? Prince, are you not part of the general community? Um, Anonymous attendee. In the real world, you are not using packet tracer. Or packet tracer is just like a simulation tool that, would I say, imitates how it happens in the real world. So that is for you to like see. So you are not, when you get to the real world, you are not totally lost. You're not totally confused. At least you have some knowledge on how it should be, right? Anonymous attendee, I hope you understand. Okay, Mark is asking, after we finish the course, will the LMS be deleted? 3 months. You have 3 months after your training. So the LMS will be available for 3 months after your training ends. Okay. Okay, let's proceed. Let's proceed, please. I'm going to input in my username and password. In case you are just starting, please also put in your own username and password. Don't put my own or put your own. So this is it. My Kali is turned on. Are we all here? Are we good? Are we here? Are we good? Are we here? Okay. Now, this is your interface. This is what you are going to see when you log into your Kali. By default, this is what you see. Now, I'm telling you that you should navigate to this place. Are you seeing this dragon, this little dragon that is here at the top left corner? Let me hover my mouse around it so that you see it. Are we all seeing it? Are we all seeing this dragon? Can we see the dragon? I'm not seeing our reaction. So don't when I now click on it, you now tell me, oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it when you were doing. Look at the dragon now. Look at it. I'm hovering around it. You can see, right? Click on the dragon. Click on it. When you click on that dragon, this is what you are going to see. Various tools, various apps that you'll find in Kali. But what we want to use now is our brother Wireshark. So you might not see it here, right? So don't just come to this search place, like this place that is showing you search, and type Wireshark. You will see two options here. You see the blue one that is just Wireshark. Then you see another green one that is Run Wireshark. The one we are using is the main Wireshark here. Are we good? Are we together? Are we seeing the Wireshark here? You guys should stop this now. You guys should stop this. How is this confusing? Go to Kali, click on the dragon icon that will show you applications. You see search for Wireshark. Why are some people still confused? I'm not going to repeat the process again. No. Now click on this Wireshark here. I tried my best to carry everybody along, but I'm just not going to repeat that process that we just finished. Okay, so now this is what we have, right? Something like this. How many of us are here? Send me thumbs up. Okay, okay. Now I was saying that we have different icons here, and you might not know what they mean or what they do. And this is the reason why I added the cheat sheet for you, so that when you forget anything, or rather you are trying to do something but you don't really know how you can do it, you can go to that cheat sheet and check, right? And then I proceeded to open my cheat sheet, and I asked you guys if you have something like this on your LMS. And I can see that it's there on your LMS. So yes, you have it on your LMS. Now, here's how the cheat sheet works. When you see anything SRC on your Wireshark, you know it's referring to the source address. And this can be IPv4, IPv6, or the Ethernet address, which is the MAC address. But it is letting you know that this is where this packet is originating from. We talked about source and destination so many times, so I don't expect anybody to be confused on what source and destination is, but I'm still going to explain, right? So the source is where that packet, or rather where the data is originating from. The destination is where it is going to, which is the final destination. Where is it supposed to land? That is the destination. Then when we talk about time, is the seconds from the first frame. Okay, number. This is the actual number of the frame from the beginning of the packet, right? So each individual packet has a number attached to it. We'll look at that. Don't be confused yet. I'm just showing you the cheat sheet so that when we enter, you are going to have more understanding. And then the protocol is letting you know, oh, this is the protocol that was used for so and so packets. The length is telling you, oh, this is the size of this packet. This logical operation is a bit advanced, so let's leave it for now. Let's not confuse ourselves further. Then let's come here to the icons that I was showing us earlier. Yes. Yes. So when you see this icon that is looking like blue, right, that has, you know, when you're looking at shark, if you've watched all those shark movies, if a shark is coming, you're not seeing the shark directly, but you're seeing one stuff like that. I don't know what it's called. You're seeing one stuff on top of the water, and you're just seeing it moving, then you know, oh, that's a shark. Do we understand? What's that thing called? I don't know. Like somebody told us. Let me go and check, because fin. See? It's called the dorsal fin. Thank you, guys. I mean, we learn every day. Thank you so much. Okay. So a dorsal fin, when you go to your Wireshark and then you see this blue dorsal fin, it means you want to start capturing. That icon is actually letting you know that, oh, you can start your capture here. And this is the description, right? And then when you see the one that is square, this square but is red, right? You know that is used to stop the active capture that you are making. When you see this, the same dorsal thing that is now something like repeats, or there's an arrow in between, that is to tell you that, oh, you can restart the capture with this particular icon. You can see that there are different icons here. So in your own, at your own convenient time, you can actually go through every one of them. Or if you're trying to do something and you don't really know what that icon is for, come here and check. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Are we okay? Okay, we're good. All right, so now I want to show us something. So when you want to start capturing, or rather when you want to analyze packets in Wireshark, there are two ways to do it. You can either capture those packets yourself and then analyze, or you can download, or rather you can upload an already captured packet into your Wireshark and then analyze it. I will explain where both instances are used. So like I mentioned in one other class like that we had, I said that if you go to a cafe and then you try to access the public Wi-Fi, you see a public Wi-Fi and then you try to access it there. Now, unknown to you, that public Wi-Fi was actually set up by an attacker. And let me just say the attacker actually wants to use some he or she has some malicious intent, right? So whatever it is that you do when you are logged into that, or rather when you are using that Wi-Fi, will be showing in that attacker's Wireshark. Same thing with every other person that is connected to that free Wi-Fi. So if you set it that, oh, capture everything that is going on my network, Wireshark is going to do exactly that. So if you are logging into your bank and your bank is not really protected, you can actually intercept or rather capture your login details, your social media, anything at all that you're doing, if you're seeing it, right? Okay. Now, aside you capturing it yourself, like the attacker, you can also load it. So let me just say something happened, like there was a breach, and your company is trying to find out what really happened. So they captured the packets of everything that happened as at that point in time from their SIM tool. So they captured it, and then they sent you the pickup file and say, oh, as our analyst, as our cybersecurity analyst, please go through this pickup file and then let us know what happened. You are not the one doing the active capture. You didn't capture it yourself, but you can load it into your Wireshark and then analyze everything to check what went wrong, how it went wrong, who was involved, or rather who was the attacker. You would get the IP address, by the way. Then you will now check the time that it happened, the events that followed. You can be able to map the patterns from there. Are we good? Now, when you want to capture a packet yourself, there are different interfaces that you use. But for the sake of this class, we're going to be using Ethernet 0, like ETH 0. Are we good? Okay. So now that, click on Ethernet 0, but don't click on start. Just click Ethernet 0 and leave it. I want us to do something. Open your browser on your Kali. Open your Firefox browser. Okay, mine is opening. Okay. Then I want you to go to the walkthrough, this walkthrough here, and copy this site. I'm going to paste it in the chat. That's the site. testasp.vonweb.com. So go to that site, and on your Kali, don't do it on your main browser. I want you to do it on your Kali. So go to that site and click on enter. This is what you are going to see, right? This is what you are going to see. So I want you to come to login. It's going to show you something like this. Now, type in this username and password that we have here, anon, ANON, ANON. So type it in, come here, ANON. Do not type login. Don't type log words in. Now come back to your Wireshark. After typing in your username and password, come back to your Wireshark and then click on start capturing. Are we following? Are we following what I'm saying? Okay. Ask me questions. Please go ahead. Don't tell me you're confused. Ask me questions. Okay, no problem. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to slow down. This is the site once again. I just pasted it on the chat. But if you cannot copy and paste on Kali, I don't know why that is. I think by directional. I think it has something to do with by directional. Hold on, let me show you. I hope I remember because I was having that issue too, and I was able to solve it. I cannot exactly remember. Okay, so go to settings, your Kali. I'm talking to the person that said he or she cannot copy and paste on their Kali. So every other person, please just hold on. I'm trying to find out how I was able to solve the issue that time. Did I solve it again? I'm coming on. Is it on that general features? Yes, yes. So when you your Kali has to be turned off to do this, by the way. So when you turn your Kali off, come to settings, then go to expert. The person that said he or she cannot copy and paste on Kali, and any other person that cannot copy and paste for Kali, I'm actually saying this for you, right? So come to experts. When you click on the settings for your Kali, right? You can see it, Kali settings. So come to experts, and then under general, you see something called features. You see something called features. This second option here, if it's not bidirectional, probably it's host to guest or guest to host, change it to bidirectional. Then save, or rather click OK, then turn on your Kali again. You'll be able to copy and paste. So let's go back. You guys are saying I'm too fast. Okay, no problem. So I was explaining the different ways that you can get packets on your Wireshark, or rather you can capture what is going on your Wireshark. Do we understand that part? When I talked about capturing it yourself and getting the pickup file to analyze. Do we understand that part? Do we understand it, or do I have to explain it again? Please send your response so that I will know. Okay, so we understood it. No problem. Now, I'm trying to show us how to capture it ourselves. So let me just say, I'm going to show us the other method too. But let me just say, oh, you have been asked to capture what is going on and monitor it and let us know what is happening. That is what we are trying to do. Capture the packets ourselves. And I'm telling you now that for the sake of this lesson, your device, your company might be using another interface. But for the sake of this particular class at this lesson, we're going to be using Ethernet 0. Ethernet 0 is going to capture everything going on in your Wireshark. Sorry, everything going on in your virtual machine, your Kali, is going to capture all the packets. And if you set it so your Kali can be able to communicate with your main system, which means your Kali and your host system can be able to communicate, it would also capture everything going on in your host system. But my own is not set like that, which means everything that is happening in my Kali stays in my Kali. So when I turn on Ethernet 0 and I start capturing, it's only what is going on in my Kali Linux that is going to be captured, because that's the network interface that I choose. Are we good? So that's just what I'm trying to say. And I'm trying to capture, or rather we are trying to capture like a packet so we can analyze it together. Now, I said you should come here because I want to show you what can happen. I cannot really zoom in or out on I can't zoom in on Wireshark. Let me see if there's a way I can zoom. View, zoom. Okay, there's zoom. I can't do it. I can't, not at this point. So please, let's just try and manage what's on the screen, right? I can't zoom in or out. I'm so sorry. Okay. But we are saying this, right? I just want to use this place to show you what can happen if someone captures your login details. how they can be able to see it. That's just what I'm trying to show you. Right? So you input in the username and password, but don't log in yet. I want us to capture it so I can show you how. Okay. Are we still confused? I don't even understand where the confusion is coming from. I'm trying my best to slow down now. Don't log in yet. Ah, don't log in yet. That's what I'm saying. Don't log in yet. We're trying to carry everyone along. We'll do it together. Do not log in yet. And yes, the login is not valid, but I'm trying to capture something so that you people will see. Do you understand? Well, okay. Okay. So now that you've come to Web and you've imputed your username and password, let's go back to Wireshark. Remember when you click on Start Capture, it's not only what you want that will capture because a lot of things are going on in the background. So everything that is going on in your Kali or going on in your behind the scene on your machine will be captured too. But we'll now try to narrow down to what we really want to see. Do you understand? Okay. So now click on Start. Click on this Start here. Then go back to your browser. Click on Login. Then come back here and click on Stop. Do you guys understand what we just did? I know it was fast, but what you have to do is click on your click on Start Capture, which means you're telling it to start capturing. Hey God, this class, God will help us. God will help me and God will help you guys. God will help all of us. I'm trying my best to slow down, but you people just don't want to. What's the question? Don't tell me I'm too fast because at this point I am not too fast. So what's the question? The chat is open. What's the question? What question do you have? Or should I start? In the midst of everything, in the midst of everything, Victor came to change it for me. Victor said, even want to know if our own load. Victor, did your own load? Because I, oh God, Victor, did your own load? Please, did everybody's own load? Because Victor is angry about something else, something entirely different from what I was even thinking. Victor, I'm so sorry for my lack of concern. I'm interested in knowing if your own load. Okay. Okay. Ah, Jesus. Um, Somebody said he doesn't know how we started the capture. I showed you that this we were even joking about it. Dorsal fin, dorsal fin, dorsal fin, dorsal fin, dorsal fin. I told you that the dorsal fin means to start capture. It's already in your cheat sheet. I showed you guys here. Look at it. I showed you here that when you see this blue fin, dorsal fin that you guys said, when you see blue dorsal fin, it means start capture, right? And then when you see the rectangular one, rectangle, yes now. Oh my God. Is this a rectangle? A square, sorry. When you see this square, it means to stop the capture. I already said it. So when I'm clicking on an icon, most especially this dorsal fin own, I'm not expecting anybody to ask me what dorsal fin, or rather what this icon does or what I use to start the capture. It's on your Wireshark. It's here on your Wireshark. It's here. What I did, guys. So the goal, or rather what I want to achieve with us capturing this packet is that I wanted us to, imputing username and password into a site while we are capturing what is going on in our interface. So when that site gives us the username and password, we can be able to, check through the packets, find that particular packet containing the username and password, right? And see it in real time. It's just like imitating what an attacker could do. For example, you go to a cafe and you see a free Wi-Fi, not knowing it's an attacker that set it up. And then you are trying to use the free Wi-Fi. I'm just trying to show you that everything you are doing, if that attacker has Wireshark established, or rather opened to capture everything going on in his network, he's going to see anything you are doing, be it your bank, you're trying to log into your social media account, whatever information you're trying to transmit, to and fro, that attacker can be able to see it. That is just what I'm trying to demonstrate here, right? So that's why I picked that particular place, because it's HTTP protocol, which means it's not secured. It's HTTP protocols, which means whatever we username and password that we input is unencrypted. We can see it. We can see it in plain text. That's what I wanted to achieve. So why I asked us to start the capture and then click on enter and then stop the capture almost immediately is that when you turn on your Wireshark, or rather when you start capturing, everything going on will be captured. Everything going on in your network will be captured. Are you seeing it now? What we just did was log in, but you can see how many packets we have here. So do you want to tell me that all these plenty packets we have here came from just that interaction that we had? No.